Hello, Omolabake. Are you still there, please?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So hopefully we'll get participants to join in as we proceed. However, because of time, would like to start now.
That's all right.
Okay, so before you start, I would like to just re-echo your the bio we have with us.
Okay.
Okay, so our speaker for this session is Omolabake Olaoye, and her topic is personal agility, transposing the agile approach in business into personal reality. Let me take that again. Omalabake's topic is personal agility, transposing the agile approach in business into personal reality. So Omalabake is a product and innovation specialist with years of experience working within the digital space and specializing in digital transformation. She has successfully developed solutions that enable organizations to improve collaboration across all departments, which gives opportunities for teams to achieve organizational objectives and goals. Certified as a product owner, Scrum Master, and also SME in strategic business management. Omalabake has a practical approach to working within an agile environment. And as a solution provider, has expertise in taking customers' requirements to develop products that are valuable, innovative, as well as successful within specification and budget restrictions, which drives customer satisfaction. Wow. Anyways, okay, that's impressive. Okay, so we'd like to start now. Over to you, Omalabake. Do have a beautiful session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you can hear me okay. And thank you for having me. I'm going to share my screen briefly and or right now. And I really appreciate the opportunity that has been given to me to speak around transposing agile approach in business to personal reality. So with today, we'll be talking about personal agility. Personal agility. How do we take that and what the business, what they use into thank you into our personal lives. So who am I? I mean, they've said a lot about me, and but here I am. I am a career coach, product innovation and technology specialist. I work within the UK government to look into projects around, the projects that they work on to make sure that we have, what the user needs, what the user wants, and to make the user happy. All right. So I'm also, like they said, I'm a certified product owner, business analyst, Scrum Master, and I've been able to work around projects a lot. And I've seen what project is. I've seen what um, the people who worked on the project. I've seen how they can take advantage of what is within Agile to transpose them into their lives. Okay. The agenda for today is I'm going to be speaking around agile and agility. What does that mean? Personal agility framework, how to plan to reach your goals, roles in personal agility framework, then how to start using that agile approach for your personal goals. We know a lot about agile. We know a lot about, agility in business. We know a lot about, agile framework. And one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is the approach that a business uses for, making sure that business are successful in whatever you do. How can we put that into our personal lives? All right. Now, my question to everyone here right now is what could you accomplish if you actually took the time to focus? What could you accomplish if you actually took the time to focus?
Video.
Because here right now, one of the things,
Hi,
one of the
hi,
things,
Omolabake, hi.
hi,
Hello, thank you so much. Just to give you a little heads up,
yep,
we're going to be streaming your session
that's
live.
fine.
The goal for us is to make sure our speakers are spotlighted and people get to see what you've done. and it's recorded. All the recording will be on the website. We're currently working on it. Thank you so much for giving of your time. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mercy.
Okay.
That's all right. All right. So my question again is, what could you accomplish if you actually took the time to focus? Focusing on what? A lot of things happen right now. You know, a lot of us, we have a lot of things happening around us. We have our family, we have our career, we have, you know, our job to go for, we have, you know, children, we have different things, but and a lot of things are going into our lives or are coming, you know, here and there. There are a lot of things going through our brain. But the thing that a lot of people, lack is in the area of focus. What am I supposed to do? How do I focus on what really matters at every point in time? And that's one aspect that we will be looking at today. Now, let's look at this lady. This picture, you know, it spoke so much to me, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I can do, you know, what she's doing, because there's a reason why she's doing what she's doing. What motivates you? What are the things that motivate you? Why are you doing what you're doing? What are you really focusing on? You know, I look at what she's pulling. I mean, I don't think it's something that I want to do, but you know, there's a reason for her doing what she's doing, pulling from, you know, a particular thing with her waist. Is It tells you that possibly she wants to lose weight, possibly she wants to get fit, possibly there is something there is a goal out there for her to, you know, that she wants to achieve. Many of us, we want to, you know, lose weight and you know, achieve a desired weight in, you know, for our body. But what exactly are we focusing on? So what is that thing that is motivating you to do what you do? And there is another picture. Take a look closely at this particular person. Even though we can't see the person's face, we can't see the person's body, we can see the person's leg. Possibly he's an athlete. You know, maybe it's part of their exercise, it's part of something, but there is a goal to achieve. There is a reason why he's doing what he's doing. And one of these things, what this particular thing shows is telling you that if you look at the steps that he's taking, there's a tiny, I mean, that ladder, so to speak, is like, you know, you have to be able to focus on something so that you won't miss your step. There is a focus in play, there is determination in play to achieve, you know, the desired goal. Now, we look at this guy. This guy is another person. You know, what really matters to this guy is possibly, you know, getting the goals in, you know, making sure that, you know, he has more points to score. But in order to do that, there are some things that need to be in place. Strength has to be in place because your opponent is doing the same thing. There must be balance, because in order for you to get that ball in, you must be able to have a good balance. You must be able to focus on when the ball is coming into you to be able to pass it back to your opponent. Then speed, then mental readiness. There are some things that, you know, there are a lot of things that we don't achieve when we are not mentally ready. So what really matters to you, you know, when you're talking about achieving your aims, productivity, you know, bringing your dreams to life. Those are the things that we are going to be looking at. Now, we asked a lot of people or several people about, you know, what motivates you or what inspires you. Somebody said newness, purpose, and result. Someone said the universe listens. And then when the universe listens to me, that means that motivates me a lot to go and get what I want to get. My desire for change. What is the desire for change? What are the things that, I mean, the person is looking at, is what motivates the person is that desire for change. You know, learning motivates another person, completing milestones. You know, majority of us, we want to, as soon as we complete a milestone, then we want to go for another. We want to go for another. Feeling like I've helped others. Another person said that, you know, when you help others, you feel good within you, you want to do more. So that could be someone else's motivation. Opportunity to grow, you know, faith and belief. Family, it's a major factor in a lot of things that we do. You have family, you have kids, you have, you know, you want to make sure that you provide for them. You want to make sure that you do the right thing for them. And that gets you going. You know, freedom and ability of choice. achieving your goals, helping others achieve their dreams, constant thoughts of your future self. Where am I right now? Where am I supposed to be? Am I in the right place? I need to get it going. I need to make sure that, I get that thing I want to get. I need to move to my future self. This is my future self, but where I am right now doesn't depict who I'm supposed to be. So I need that motive. I need to make sure that when I look at my future self, I need to move in that line, getting ahead, achieving my created goals. I'm the architect of my own destiny. Somebody said that I am the architect of my own destiny. Nobody will do what I'm doing. Nobody, and for me. And whatever happens to me, it's me. So I need to make sure that the right thing happens to me. My children, they need to be the best at what I do. A lot of us want to be that. A lot of us want to be, you want to get to a place where, you are the top of the ladder in your career, wherever you are. Growing motivates somebody. Now, let me ask you that question. What motivates you? What exactly motivates you? What are the things that keeps you going? Or what are the things that you know that you have to achieve, that you have to make sure you do to achieve and get to where you want? What motivates you? I want us to have a pen, a paper down and write all of these things, because when we talk about personal agility, when we talk about, personal agility and moving into the direction that you want and producing what you want in life and in your future, then you need to understand where you are right now and what motivates you. So you want to write that down as you go ahead. Now, let's talk about agile and agility. What does it really mean? It's all about moving quickly and easily, moving fast, moving quickly and easily. It's the ability to change the direction of your body efficiently and effectively. I mean, to do this, one of the things you need is strength, you need coordination, focus, speed, and balance. But moving quickly and easily, how fast are you moving? How fast are you moving? You have a goal. You have something that motivates you. You have the things that motivate you. So what exactly is motivating you to move in the direction that you are going? How fast are you moving? What are the things that is making you to go in the direction that you want to go? So are you moving slowly? Are you moving quickly? I was looking into agility, and I was looking into the definition, as and I also looked into, you look at the synonyms, you look at the antonyms, and you're looking at the opposite of what agility is. And one definition gave me was one definition was sluggishness, being sluggish, lethargic. You're just sluggish, you're moving at a slow pace. Many of us right now, we are moving at that slow pace. We are moving at the pace where procrastination, different things affect us. And because of that, we are not moving as fast as we should. You wonder why someone else is moving, and the person is like 10 years ahead of you, and you are still in that position where you are. Agility talks about moving quickly and moving easily, ability to change the direction of your body, irrespective of what is happening to you, wherever you are, ability to change the direction of your body, ability to change the direction of whatever you are doing efficiently and effectively. Now, like I said, in order to do some of these things, you need the strength, you need focus, coordination. With everything that is happening around, around you, around me, different things take our time. Different things take our focus. Different things takes our coordination. And as a result, we are moving slowly. We are not balanced in the areas that we're supposed to be balanced. We're not coordinated in the areas that we're supposed to be coordinated. The strength is not there. The willingness to go on is not there. So there is no agility in place. So how fast are you moving? How quickly are you moving? How are you to be able to move, when change occurs? We have plans, we have goals, we have mapped out our plans, but something because of an issue, there is a change. Are you able to move quickly and change the direction? All right. This is where it all began when we talk about agility. I'm sure a lot of people have talked about, in software development, how it all began. 17 leaders in software development met in Utah and created a manifesto for, that software development consisting of 4 values. And we're looking at the Agile Manifesto. How do we put that Agile Manifesto into our lives? Okay. What is the Agile Manifesto? For the benefit of the people that, that do not, I've never seen this before. If it's your first time now, I'm showing you this. 17 leaders met and they decided that, okay, we want to uncover better ways of developing software by doing and helping others do it. Now, you can see here that I highlighted better ways and by doing it. Before I go into the 4 values, I want you to look at uncovering better ways. For change to happen, there must be a way, to move and to uncover things. Now they're uncovering better ways. Yeah, there are things that you're currently doing, or possibly there are things that they were doing before in software development that looks, normal, but they want to find a way to uncover, they want to find better ways of doing it. And the same thing with our lives. We have emotion. We are moving in a direction. There is this saying that, you can't keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expect another result to come out of it. That's the definition of insanity. All right. All right. So the uncovering, it's in the doing and it's in the knowing. So how do we find a better way of developing software? How do I find better way of changing my life? How do I find better way of moving in the direction that I'm supposed to move in? What am I supposed to do? What are the things that I'm supposed to do to make sure that I move in that direction? So we are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it. So even though you uncover it, you see the better ways, but it's in the action. So I have seen it. I know what to do. I know how to do it, but am I exactly doing it? So this is Agile Manifesto, but it also applies to our life. It's applicable in our life. So we are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others do it. So it's in the action. It's in the knowing and the action. So what are the four values? We're looking at individual interaction over processes and tools. Working product over comprehensive documentation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Responding to change over following a plan. Individual interaction, processes, and tools. So while we value the items on the right, why there are values in the items on the right, we value the items on the left more. Is it that the items on the right are not good enough? No, absolutely not. But there is more in the items on the left. So let's look at the items on the left. The items on the left, if we're going to apply to our own lives, individual and interaction, working products, customer collaboration, responding to change. Responding to change, how fast are you quickly able to respond to the change that occurs in your life? Who do you need to collaborate with, that you get the help from? Who are you supposed to talk to that will help you with the change? So how fast am I able to get my life in order? How fast am I able to get what I need to achieve? How far am I able to achieve what I'm supposed to achieve? That's a working product. So what I'm supposed to achieve? So how do I get it? How do I get it to be achieved? Individual and interaction. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me and the people around me. Me, myself, and I. So individual and interaction over processes and tools. There are processes in place. But the first thing you want to understand is it's all about you. It's all about you and not anybody else. Nobody will achieve what you want to achieve for you. You have to achieve for yourself. I see a lot of people say that, oh, if my mother was alive, then I would have, achieved this. If my uncle somewhere, who is the minister or the prime minister, or so he's able to help me, I would have been able to get to where I'm supposed to get to. But it's not about, your uncle. It's not about the mom. It's all about you. It's all about you. There are processes in place. There are tools to be used. But even though you plan, you put in place the tools, you put in place, the plan for your life. But what about you? What are you doing to achieve it? That plan is in place. But what actions are you taking to make sure you achieve what you're supposed to achieve? You might have a comprehensive plan in place. A lot of us, we have like a board in our house, my plan for 2022. All right. But at the same time, the plan for 2022 will always stay on your wall if you don't move at the pace that you want to move. How do you get that plan on your wall to be your working product? Somebody said, oh, I want to be able to become, a Scrum Master, for an example, in 2022. It's on your wall. I want to become, an entrepreneur in 2022, or I want to by between now and 6 months, I want to have, 70 people on my training platform. It's on your wall. But what exactly are you doing to accomplish that? At the end of 6 months, do you have a working product? Do you have that thing that you wrote on your wall in your hands, or has it been achieved? Who are you collaborating with? Who are the people that you're speaking with? Who are the people that are around you that is helping you to achieve your goals? Who are the right set of people that are around you that is helping you to get to that destination? How fast are you quickly and able to respond to the change that occurs? Nobody knew that COVID was going to hit. But the moment COVID hit, a lot of organizations moved. We started working from home. I started working from home from only God knows when. And I'm still working from home. But they need to adapt to that change. The same with you. I see people, when something happens, they freeze, or they don't have anywhere to go. Now, let me give you a story. I lost my mother-in-law in 2020, last year, April to be precise. We didn't think about it. We didn't know it was going to happen. She was a healthy woman. Nobody knew that was going to happen, but it happened. It affected our lives. It affected, someone that you call every single day, and or every now and then to talk to is no longer there. It affected our lives because there has to be a change around it. Some of the things that we do. For some people, it drains them, it drowns them, it makes them be in that position. But for other people, what happens? They move. It has happened, it has happened. Then what is the next step? That is the mentality we need to have. When something happened in your life, when something happened, possibly you have a focus, but there is a change. Then how quickly are you able to respond to that change? Agility from business to personal. Over the years, agility has expanded from software development as it was originally developed to many other businesses, like we have rightly mentioned. Currently, many companies and industries are using the values and principles. Although now used within business, agile mindset may be used also in our personal lives. We talked about it, right now. How do you fit in the agile approach, the agile mindset into your own personal lives? So companies are doing it, they are getting the result. Then how do you use the same agile approach to get your own result? Now let's look at these 4 elements. Some of the things that the business looks into when it comes to business agility is the ability to deliver fast and responsively, the ability to innovate and disrupt, the ability for the organization to adapt and in organization and also in culture. So you're looking at leading through complexity. Those are the four elements that business use when it comes to agility. So agility in business or business agility, four main areas are in the area of delivering fast and responsively. So tailor that to your life. How fast are you able to deliver? And how fast are you able to respond? So how fast are you able to, when it comes to in terms of innovation and disruption, what thing are you doing? What are the things or what are things that you're doing to make sure that you are above, you are constantly innovating yourself. You're constantly in that place where, you are disrupting the niche where you are. The niche where you are. Some people need to go back to, to school. Some people need to go back to unlearn and relearn. Some people need to understand the situation of the moment. Digital disruption has come to stay. Digital transformation has come to stay. But personally, how fast are you able to look into your niche and be the God in that place and be the person to look up to in that particular place? Like I said, some people need to unlearn and relearn and keep relearning until you get to that place where you know that you are able to, you are a person to look up to. So are you adapting? In your cultural sense of it, in the area where you belong, in the field where you belong, how are you able to adapt to that culture and still be the person that you're supposed to be? Then in terms of situation and circumstances, in terms of complexity, how are you still able to lead? How are you still able to lead? Organizations are living through complexities. There are a lot of complexities around, but they go through it and still find a way to lead. For example, you look at Amazon. Amazon is, when it comes to digital disruption, it's a place where you cannot match it. A lot of organizations are trying to meet up in terms of e-commerce and other stuffs, and they are still getting there. What are they doing? They are disrupting that niche. You look at Apple, for example. You look at many organizations and you're like, okay, so what are they doing? And that is the amazing mentality you need to have when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to your personal goals and achievement. You need to understand, what do I need to do, and have the opportunity to do it irrespective of the complexities that might come my way. Right. The must have in the Agile mindset. Look at the Agile mindset. That's autonomy over control, progress over perfection, vulnerability over certainty, adapt to change over following a plan, speed over consensus, participation over power, action over analysis. I love this because, you see, most of these things not only apply to business, but it applies to when you're looking at the agile mindset. When you're looking at it, you're looking at, I'm reading, I'm not actually reading for my organization or for any organization, I'm reading for my life. I'm looking at action over analysis. Analysis is good, but action is better. I can analyze from today till tomorrow, but if I don't act on it, then there's no point of the analysis. Autonomy over control. It's all about me. It's not who controls me. It's all about me and the ability to do. Progress over perfection. I don't need to be perfect. Majority of the people, majority of us, we want to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. I need that progress. It's not, nobody will look at your perfection. People will look at your progress. What have you achieved? Where are you now? Where were you 1 year ago? Where were you 6 months ago? Where were you in January? Now we're at the end of January. What have you achieved? What's the progress that has taken place in your life? Participation over power. Being able to participate. It's all about the power involved, it's all about participation in that particular niche, in that particular place. It's in that particular thing that, you want to, the goal that you have set for yourself. It's not about, yeah, I'm there. It's me. It's all about participating in that area. You see, agile mindset is the mindset that everybody in the world needs to adopt. If you adopt the agile mindset, I believe that, the world will be a better place. Progress, action, autonomy, vulnerability. What are the things that are affecting my life? What are the things that can affect my life? Don't say, no. There's nothing that is going to affect my life. I have a plan in place. So because I'm going to follow the plan. It's all about looking at the risks. If you are within projects, you understand risk, assumptions, issues, and dependencies. You look at the risk involved in what you want to do. I always, every single day, look at the worst case scenario. Somebody said, don't do that. I said, I do that because it helps me to factor in some things that I've never seen or that I don't think will happen. So that when they happen, I know how to walk through it. What are the things that is affecting your goal or that will affect your goal? The risks. You assume it. I mean, assumptions. What are the issues in place, current issues in place? And what are the dependencies? You should do that every day of your life to be able to understand, and at each passing day, you are able to pass effectively and not surprisingly. Because if anything happens, I mean, the only thing that can happen is, that we will not be able to come back from is death. But if death is not in place, then every other thing we are able to manage and walk over. All right. So the agile mindset is the mindset that everyone needs to adopt. So personal agility is essentially about your dynamic capability and how to respond to situation in a timely, innovative, and sustainable way when you need to. Is the ability to respond to situation in a timely, innovative, and sustainable way when you need to. Speed, accuracy, with ease. Speed and with ease. Being open-minded to change. Don't be rigid. Be open-minded to change. Your plans are in place. Don't be rigid about it. Be open-minded to change. You explore different approaches. If this one doesn't go well, how about this one? When you begin to explore different approaches, it will help you navigate through the volatility, the uncertainty, the complexity, and the ambiguity. They call it VUCA. So when you are open-minded, then you know that anything that comes your way through the day, through the week, through the month, and through the years, you are able to do what? You are able to, exploit other options. And that's why I usually say that, you see, what is the worst thing that can happen? We don't know, but it helps you be responsive to change and be open-minded. So personal agility is a set of rules that support you in working in a goal-oriented way. So the main goal right now is to help you understand what matters for you and to focus on those, right? So let's assume you are in a coaching session. When you have a coach, I have 2 different coaches, and I think that has really helped my life. So when you are in a coaching session, what are the aims of the coach? What are the things that the coach wants to do for you? So the coach will not tell you, do this, do that. Okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. But the main aim or the aims of the coach, what the coach is set to do for you, is to allow you to figure it out on your own with his or her guidance. The coach will not tell you what to do. The coach could ask you questions in the area of your needs. Okay, so why do you think you should do this? What do you think will happen if you do this? Now you are answering the question. A counselor will counsel you. We say, okay, you should do it this way. But a coach would ask you questions, why should you do this? Why do you think? You are thinking for yourself. You are analyzing for yourself. You are telling yourself, you are bringing it back. So while she's asking a question, you are answering your own mystery yourself. So you are supported with tools and questions along the journey. So the questions are the things that will help you. The coach will tell you, okay, so with what you said, are you considering, will you consider several options? Like, the coach will not tell you, use this option. It will tell you, consider the option. So even though you have the support of the coach, what helps you with your achievements are the things that you do. Now, you are finished with the coach. I could finish with my coach today and say, okay, yeah, that's the end. See you next week. And I don't take on board what the coach has given me. Then I will still be the same person. I will still be in the same place where I was the last time I met with my coach. So what helps you in achieving your goals are the weekly and the daily events during which you define what matters and what you do. So you have your plan in place. You have everything in place. But what helps you is what? Is the daily commitment and the daily actions and the weekly actions that you take when you are figuring out what to do. All right? Now let's look at the Scrum events. And that's from that, it takes you into the Scrum event. For people who are within the project environment or who understand, agile, the approach, one of the methodologies are in the area of, Scrum. So you have the Lean, you have the Kanban, you have the Scrum. But we look at the Scrum events. What are in Agile, there are 4 Scrum events. So you're looking at the daily Scrum, the sprint planning, sprint review, you have the sprint retrospective. So if you look at this picture properly, you can see here that, there's a planning here, there's implementation, there's review, and you have the retrospective. So the sprint retrospective meeting, the sprint review meeting, you have your daily Scrum. Every day you ask yourself, you ask the team, what did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? Do you have any impediments or do you have any blocker? Okay, you do a sprint review after maybe the 1 week sprint. It's whether 1 to 4 week sprint, whatever sprint you do within the organization, you come back and review what you've done based on the sprint goal and also the sprint retrospective, and you plan again for the next sprint. So these events can be transposed to personal productivity to bring to reality what your goals are. So right now you have your goals. What are your goals? They are all there. Then this is the part where I show you how you can bring Scrum events to life in your personal life. Okay, so how do you, reach your goals using this event? What helps you with achieving that weekly and daily event during which you define and what matters and what to do? So the weekly events, the daily events. So what are the things that helps you to achieve that? They are the weekly events, they are the daily events. So you have already planned, you have that plan in place. You have that, this is what I want to achieve in 2 weeks. I want to be able to read and I want to be able to pass my exams, okay, in 2 weeks. So what are the weekly thing or the daily thing that you're supposed to do? Now, the weekly events called Celebrate and Choose. So it's a combination of the 3 part of the event. So we have the sprint review, the sprint retrospective, and the sprint planning. So the weekly is where you do that. So between 1 to 4 weeks on a normal day within business, or some business have 2-week sprints, have 4-week sprint. So at the end of this sprint, what happens is that you sit down and look and review what you have done, and also You see what went well, what didn't go well, so what are the next steps? Your sprint planning for the next, so sprint planning is for the next step. So what do I want to achieve the next sprint? So that's the weekly event. So what do you do in that time? We'll come to it. The daily events are the daily stand-up meeting where you say, oh, what did I do yesterday? What am I doing today? So do I have anything that will stop me from doing it? So in organizations, within teams, within project teams, you ask that yourself or the team that question. They tell you, oh, yesterday I did this, today I'm going to work on this, and possibly I don't have any blockers, or possibly I have a blocker, I don't know. I mean, this blocker might affect what I'm doing and the timeline. So what is that daily event that you do? So let's look into it. So your personal weekly event. So the celebrate and choose event. Set 2 to 30 minutes to ask the following question. So, and to look at how do you celebrate and how do you choose what really matters. So the celebrate part is what have I accomplished since the last celebrate and choose event or since the last event. Remember, weekly, you have maybe 7 days. At the end of the seventh day, you sit down and ask yourself, so what did I achieve since the beginning of this week? So what really matters now? Within all of the achievements, what really matters? What are the things that matter so much for me? And what could I do this week, this coming week? So you set set aside 30 minutes to do that. At least sit down, look at the goals that you have set in place, and do the choose and celebrate part, or celebrate and choose. Celebrate yourself first. Oh, yes, I think I did something. What did I accomplish? Pat yourself in the back and say, well done. And also, now what really matters in all of the things that I've been able to accomplish? What really matters? What are the things that, in all of my accomplishment, what are the things that I've been able to see that matters in all of these things that helps me with my goal? Then you are looking into the next week. What could I do this week? Right? So the personal daily one, the daily Scrum meeting. What did I do yesterday? What will you do today? Are there any impediments? I would suggest on a daily basis, you wake up in the morning, you do whatever you want to do, take 5 to 10 minutes to celebrate and choose. What did I do yesterday? Well done for doing what you did yesterday. Start with the celebrating. What did you do? What was I able to accomplish yesterday? What was I mean, it's a conscious effort. One of the things that people don't realize is that, anything that is a habit, anything that you do consistently for 30 days becomes a habit. You do it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you don't, you just say, oh, I'm tired of it. But you want to reach your goal, there must be a conscious effort to take time to look at what you accomplished yesterday and what you intend to do the next day. No day plans itself. You can't come to a day and say, okay, yeah, let's take it as it goes. By the end of the day, you realize that the day has gone and nothing has happened. So plan the current one, the day you have, that particular day. Plan it. Then ask yourself, what is the most important thing for you today, and whether you need any support with it. What is the most important thing for you to do? How to reach your goals, your personal goals in the Agile way. I got the first picture from the personal agility system, and some of the 6 questions that they usually ask, or that is usually asked, that I want you to also ask is, what really matters? Is it family? Is it career? For that moment, everything matters, but for that moment, that is why focus is the main thing. What really matters? What is the main focus right now? What are the what am I what I'm going to accomplish, or what I'm supposed to accomplish? What really matters most? Is it my family today? Is it the ability to take my, my family from one level to another? Is it ability to move my career or from one level to another? Is it ability to change my lifestyle or change my my eating habits? What really matters? Take it one step at a time. So with that, what did you do last week? What could you do this week? What is important? What do you want gets done, and who can help? These 6 questions are the questions that will help you navigate through life and achieve your goal and your dreams. So what you are and what you did is here. Now, if you look at this this picture, and you look at the sprint the sprint planning, sprint retrospective, and the agile approach and everything here, you will understand that at the start of it is the project vision. So he's asking you what you are and what you did. Oh, sorry, who you are and what you did. Who are you? What are your vision? What are the things that you're planning? So you have the project vision, you have your vision in place, what you want to become. And in the deployment is where you get stuff done and you are moving closer to what you want to be. So what is your vision? What are your goals? How do you get it done? It lies within all this. It lies within all this. And in personal agility, all of those questions must be answered and must be asked and be answered. So what really matters? What did you do last week? What could you do this week? What is important? What do you want gets done? You cannot get everything done at the same time. Get one thing done, move to the next. And that is why things within Agile Scrum are done within iteration. It's done in iteration, right? So what you want to get done, put it into small chunks and goals. One week I'm going to do this. Another week I'm going to do this. Another week I'm going to do this. Plan it. And the moment you get that one out of the way, you move to the next. The moment you get one out of the way, you move to the next. You get another one out of the way, you deploy it. But these things cannot be done if you don't have your daily personal meeting with yourself and your weekly personal meeting with yourself. So celebrate your achievement rather than looking more at what went wrong. What has gone wrong is okay to look, but don't focus on it. Focus on your achievements and move to the next. Learn from what went wrong, then move to the next. Don't dwell on it. The more you dwell on it, the more you take time. Do not dwell on it. Learn from it and move to the next. So there are 3 roles you may act in, which will help you achieve your personal goals. I call it your inner self. Me, myself, and I. In Scrum, we have 3 sets of roles. We have the product owner, we have the development team, we have the Scrum Master. So in this role, we have the product owner, which is you, your inner team, which is yourself, and your inner coach, which is you. So me, myself, and I. That's the role that will help you to achieve your goals. So who is your product owner? Who is your inner product owner? So it tells you that you are the owner of your life, your action, your future. You are the owner of your life, nobody. You are the product owner of your life. You are the owner of your life. Yes, God is the owner, but you are the architect of your own destiny. So what you do, what you plan to do for yourself, you need to understand that any achievement, it's not from anybody. You make that decision to achieve for yourself. So you are the product owner. You are the owner of your own life. The actions you take, the future you want to get to. Nobody will help you. Yes, we have people along the way that will help you. But if you don't take that step, you will be in the same place. And nobody, the person that you're supposed to meet along the way, will keep waiting till forever. You are the owner of your life. You are the owner of your action. You are the owner of your future. All right? So looking from that perspective at what you did and plan to do, you focus on what truly matters and bring values to you. So if you understand that you are the owner of your life, then you really, really, really focus on what really matters. You don't focus on the irrelevant things. That helps you to have an agile mindset, helps you to have a mindset that is real, a mindset that helps you to look in the direction where you're supposed to go. Tim, myself. So you are the one doing the job. Nobody will do it for you. I mean, I love that because I'm sure we are in the day and age, or over the years that I've known, a lot of people want to depend on another person, doing their jobs for them. But how does it play out? You are the leader of yourself. You are your team. You are the one doing the job for yourself. I won't go for it. I won't go to interviews for you. I won't go to any place for you. You will do the job yourself. So you better start now understanding your goals, your vision, your dreams, in order to bring out, the reality that you want to create. We are creating a reality for ourselves. I want to have a bigger house, with swimming pool in it. I want to be able to, have my children in a place where I take them on holidays, 2, 3, 4 times a year. Nobody will do that for you. We need to wake up and understand that I am the one that will do the job to bring myself to that place. What do I need to do to move myself from that 1-bedroom house to that mansion that I require? What are the things, what are the things that I need to do to make myself known, to be a formidable force within the space, the niche where I find myself? You are the one doing the job. Reading, burning midnight candles, helping yourself to grow. You are the one doing the job. And the inner coach, which is the Scrum Master. So this role is, like I said, is crucial when you weekly celebrate. So when you are doing all of this, in understanding that you are the architect of your life, you are the owner of your life. Nobody will do what you're doing for you. You also need to understand that every time you achieve a milestone, you need to choose and celebrate. You need to celebrate those times. So nobody will celebrate you. People celebrate you, but yes, you need to celebrate yourself first. Why? Because when you celebrate how much you have accomplished, when you celebrate who you are, when you celebrate the milestones that you have achieved, it helps you move further. Like I said, don't stay there, move. Even though it might not look the way you want it as of now, still celebrate yourself and move to the next level. Now, this is the part that is the hardest. Especially, we beat ourselves up, when we don't accomplish that which we want to accomplish. We beat ourselves also up so much that it doesn't allow us to move from point A to point B. But people, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Choose those events. Look at those events. Look at, the time, the day, the planning time. Look at the retrospective time. Look at the review time. Look at the daily events. Celebrate yourself, what you have accomplished, and ask yourself, what is next? So the moment you do that, you will teach yourself how to acknowledge those things. See the small successes, see the big successes, and move to the next level. How do you start using this approach for your personal goals? you have a growth mindset. Have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset, a growth mindset. I can do it. Failures offers opportunity and growth. My intelligence can be developed. I learn from feedback. I embrace challenges. I keep trying and never give up. I'm inspired by other people's successes. My mistakes help me grow. Celebrate, 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 celebrate yourself and move. Even in the bad things, celebrate yourself and move. Learn from it and move. Have that growth mindset. Start using the agile approach. Get support if need be from people around you, people that have gone ahead of you, people that have done it the way you want it done. Then most importantly, be accountable. Be accountable to someone. You see, even though you are the architect of your life, you own your life, you own what plays out. But at the same time, be accountable to the right people. We have people here, especially looking at, and I'm so honored to be part of this. And we have women who are, are changing lives. Look for one of them. Be accountable to them. Let them help you. Get that support. Use the agile approach and have a growth mindset. All right. Personal agility, it's all about you. It's not about anyone. Keep improving. You plan it, you do it, you check it, and you act on it. You plan, you do, you check, and act. Plan, do, check, and act. That helps you improve in your life. It helps you improve your future. It helps you improve your current situation. And let me tell you, sky is just the starting point. Thank you so much, and thank you. If you have any question, I know we have 4 minutes. I don't know if 4 minutes is enough, but over to you, Naya. I'm sure I got it wrong. I got it right, but I'm not sure if I got it right. Thank you so much for having me. If you have any question, please, you can put it in the chat. If not, I hand over to Naya.
Okay. Thank you so much, Omolabake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think my notebook is actually filled. I had a lot of pointers. You really said a lot. I've learned. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Thank you for speaking for the Women in Agile Africa Conference. Hopefully, you get better. Okay, so before you leave, we'd like you to follow our social channels. Let's network. Let's not just come, participate, and go. Please network.
And there's a networking session that happens in Milo. We'll drop the link in Milo for you so that you can network with other speakers in the other meeting. There are other speakers. I'm dropping it for you right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Naya, please drop it in the chat.
All right, so I'll drop the Willow link shortly.
Omolabake, you are highly appreciated. Thank you so much. It's been a real trip. It's important. The goal of this entire experience is to make sure we spotlight Africa to the world and let everybody know that we have such brilliant minds, but we're all doing our own thing in our own bubble. What is important, please come into Willow. If you don't know how to navigate Willow, all you need to do is to click on the link and it will bring you here. And the networking happens there in Willow. You will see faces, you can talk to them. It's simulating a live conference that ought to have happened. And you will now be able to network. So, okay, it's not working on Mozilla. Okay, so let me go to Chrome. Please come into Willow and we'll have a one-on-one. It's like you are having an engagement with someone live. you know?
Yep.
Are you all in Willow? So we can do a hard stop in, yes. Naya type, okay. Okay, so we're joining. Let me share my screen. There are other speakers in Willow at the moment, so we can network in there. Oh yeah,
Okay.
share your screen. Are you in Willow now? Double click when you come into Willow.
Yeah, so it's asking for to request permission.